Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
We have a special treat for you if you'll indulge us. We'd love to play for you our submission for this year's Eurovision Song Contest.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday.
You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Welcome! How's everybody doing tonight? This is Legion Talks Friday Night Royal Rumble. Everybody looks so excited, don't they?
I'm sorry, JT's asking for more questions about popcorn buckets.
Talking to JT.
Quit flirting with JT, Tom.
Talk
All
to
right.
you later.
But you guys can whisper sweet nothings into each other's ear later.
I don't want to sweep anything into his ear.
Yeah. Okay.
Tonight, Ryan is coming to us from his
Henry Jones Sr.'s home. He has the Ark of the Covenant behind him.
Yeah. He's visiting family back home in Colorado, and they're making dinner. Apparently, though, it requires them throwing every bit of silverware or dishes in the house to make that.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the way you do it.
Yeah, Legion's going to be on mute for part of the time, but if you hear any loud noises, that's what's going on. And I'm R2. I might sound a little different. I got a very dry, scratchy, itchy throat. I'm going to do my best to talk tonight. Tom below is going to be helping out as much as possible, especially with leading on some of our topics. And we've got the wonderful Cat, or as we're calling her tonight, Catchy. But
I think there's like a little TikTok viral thing that's isn't that that goes my name is Chi Chi, then it goes to my name is Boom Boom. I don't know. I do TikTok. I don't understand it.
I got the ninja vibes from Cat Cheese.
Did you watch Samurai Pizza Cats yet?
Not yet, but I have to.
I don't know if Mr. Dax is back. Oh, he is. He's going to be joining us as well. He's got some allergies, so he doesn't feel like being on camera, and we understand that. And then
no, camera's down.
Oh, camera is down. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I invited a guest to join us here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Mr.
Oh, hello, boys and girls. How are we tonight?
What's up, buddy?
Wonderful.
Wow.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it, JV. Love having you. Figured this
That's right.
Would be fun.
When you get me, you get the real thing.
That's impressive.
I know.
Like the Joker.
Well, I've been told that from time to time.
Yeah, but that's really you really do sound like the Joker.
Why, thank you. Thus the name of the channel, Joker Voice.
Whatever you do, don't call him Puddin', all right?
Yep. R2, we spoke about this.
He won't stop texting you if you do that.
It's true.
Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Before we get things going, we'll say hello to a few people in the chat. My lovely wife is downstairs watching. Probably my son as well. And then we've got our buddy JT, who was here, but he said he'll be right back.
Hashtag screw the Silverhawks.
Yes. If you didn't get a chance to watch JT's interview with Joker Voice here, they went over some 80s cartoons, and JT's got to poke the bear with things and played them too much, and he got a copyright strike.
Or just not pause every few seconds to give it a break.
Yeah. So, but Tom, It was kind of a light news week, but Tom did a really wonderful job with finding us some topics to talk about here.
Light news week?
Well, I mean, it's Comic
Well,
Con right now.
Well, for
Where
what we
were
talk
you?
about on this channel, though. I mean,
No, I mean for social or pop culture stuff. There was a ton of stuff that dropped.
Right. I mean,
Stray.
Can we just say? Can we
How
just
far have
say?
you gotten in Stray?
Pretty far, but
have you
I
been
plan
adopted yet?
Wait, you get adopted?
No, I thought that was the whole point, so you don't become a stray anymore. You get adopted.
Don't. It's not. I don't think that's.
You can go to a loving family or a crazy cat lady family.
Ooh.
Okay, you must be playing a different version of the game. Did you get it off of Wish?
No, I don't have the game at all.
Which don't get me wrong, the Wish is great if you don't mind the waiting for 6 months.
Hey, compared to Bungie store, that's actually short. I ordered a hoodie from them in July of last year, and I got it in June of this year.
Wow.
And it was $70.
Well, that's about the speed of Hasbro too.
If you're an Antifa member, I highly recommend you get all of your tactical gear and armor from Wish.com. It works quite well.
It's only the top of the line from the Chinese.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Especially those bulletproof face masks.
Yes, please. I highly recommend that. Those bulletproof face masks from Wish.
Well, I'll be honest. All the topics that Tom pulled are the ones that I heard about. So apparently, much more else has happened this week, and I just didn't.
Oh, we have George Lucas in the chat
know
right
about
now.
it. No.
I mean,
oh my!
Can we just say one word? Ripaverse.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's
a big one right there.
That was one we were going to talk about. We didn't talk about it last week, but now, we can definitely bring that up. Because he's at what, like 3.2 million now?
He's at just under 3.1. Because I just checked because that's actually
last time I checked it was 3.05.
I checked it was like 3.089 with just over 35,000 registrars as of about 10 minutes ago. So
wow.
that's actually the topic of the video that's going to be dropping tomorrow morning.
Did he get an interview on Fox?
Yeah, he was on
Fox.
Fox.
Yes, he did.
With the artist, right? I think it was him and the artist. I think.
Yes, it was. It was.
So.
He was on
the illustrator, right?
Yep, he was on Fox and Friends, and that guy, the artist, cool little story. He got all the way up. He got a job at DC and worked his way up to Superman, and didn't like the direction they were going with Superman when they took out Truth, Justice, and the American Way, and then he walked off.
Well, and if you think about it, isn't it amazing that Keanu Reeves, with his star power and his draw, only did like $1.86 million in his crowdsourcing for the comic that he put out, and that was like over 6 or 8 weeks or something like that, and then Ripa blows past 1 million in 48 hours.
Yeah, and I actually watched something on his channel the other day. It's not a crowdfund in the traditional sense because I understand. Yeah, because he was doing this campaign to recoup some of the costs that of the $200K that of his own cash that he put it into it, and then there's a video on his channel where you're in the warehouse and there's just posters and just in crates and tubes, books, and I was like, wow. So that was already.
But I was just
done.
using that as a source or as an example because that was the biggest one we've seen so far for a crowdsourced comic, which was Keanu Reeves. Massive star, huge draw, and then Ripa blows it away on pre-orders.
Yeah, because there was somebody who kind of threw some shade at him, and another black comic book creator who I think he got like $500,000 through like Shark Tank, I think, for his comic book company.
Shark Tank, and then because he started it on Indiegogo, and then went to Shark Tank, and it's interesting because on that guy's Twitter account. I think I saw it. Who did I see that from? Oh, it was on RK Outpost. When the guy was saying that this creator, Eric July's been on Fox News. He is my enemy now. When his investor from Shark Tank is Mark Cuban, who's a regular guest on Hannity.
Yeah.
It's just flat out jealousy. It's going to be.
Was also mad about
jealousy
him
across the
with,
board. That's it.
What was the
with
number
Kyle
of backers
Rittenhouse
again?
too.
Joker voice. What was the number of backers right now for Rippus?
The one I saw was like 35,007. So
actually, besides that, they also doubled the number of backers, because right now, as of July 6th, Berserk, Keanu's comic book, is only at 14,571 backers.
Wow.
So that means they actually doubled the number of backers. And if you think about it this way, the lowest level to support for Berserk was $50.
So and one book is like with shipping and handling is like 44.
But I will say it's a similar thing to what Rippa is doing, where the one book is three graphic novels for Berserk also. So it is a apples to apples comparison, because I think the ISOM first is like 100 pages, right? The first book.
96.
What? 96?
It's 96 pages long. I looked it up, and so basically it's like 3 books in one, which is like an omnibus.
No,
you know,
but I'm just saying,
like Star Wars.
I'm just saying that it's a completely fair comparison to do Berserk and Rippa's
yeah,
campaigns.
absolutely.
It's the same number. It's like the same type of concept. It's a 3 book starting. And actually, think about it. Since the Berserk's been around since 2021, that's even more impressive. The number he's been able to pull from our community and stuff like that, or the fellowship, whatever you want to call it.
Well, and you said he got some shade thrown at him. Man, that guy's had more shade thrown at him than the Dark Side of the Moon.
Right.
I mean, people have been vile. They've been horrible about it. And he's labeled, you know, the hell Reddit banned discussion of the comic.
Right.
And it's like, wow, you're talking about, you know, a successful Black author creating a Black hero. And that's what everybody's been saying, oh, we need more of. And then here you go. And they just come down on him like a collapsing building.
Well, because he doesn't toe the line.
Well, yeah. I'm curious. Also, do you think the connection to the Blaze might so if Rippa came out and did this alone without the connection to the Blaze, would he be getting as much blowback?
Probably because
because as vocal as he is.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to toe the line. They don't like. I mean,
well,
I know it's like.
Yeah, look at Gina. Look at so many of them.
Right.
If you don't have the right think, then no, you're just trash.
Well, I'd almost say even if he wasn't as vocal as he was, and even if he was very neutral, I feel like the fact though that him being like, I'm not going to have it be political in any way would still make people upset. You know, that you're not doing the social check.
You're not doing
the social check marks everybody wants, right?
Yeah.
The message.
He's got the fancy stuff.
That's
he does have the fancy stuff.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Because those companies that are doing that are working out so well, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. MCU, 5 box office flops in a row.
I'm more curious about
look at you can't. It's just not the MCU.
Well, I'm curious about the company. No, I'm just curious about the companies that don't have other financial backing behind it. So, like, you have Lionsgate, you have other things that are independent, more just the films, right? Amazon has Amazon itself backing it for Lord of the Rings. Disney has the parks backing it right now for their productions.
Right.
Comcast and Universal has Comcast. Universal.
Amazon also has Bezos himself.
Yeah. So, Universal is kind of like hasn't really been stepping too many toes in some of that, like the woke stuff. Like they've been kind of quiet on that.
No,
for the most part.
No, there's a lot of companies that aren't because they don't want to get into the middle of this mess.
Right, exactly.
I mean, there are plenty of companies that are just like, here, we're just going to try to make entertainment, and we're not going to push the message because they are seeing the backlash when other companies do. I mean, look, Starbucks is feeling it, Disney's feeling it, Paramount's feeling it with Star Trek, and look what they did.
And Halo.
They had these two completely woke trash Star Trek shows, and then Strange New World is none of that. It feels like it goes back to the original format of Star Trek, and because people were just getting so tired of the other stuff, so Strange New Worlds has gone back to what worked, what drew fans in the first place.
But it's not fully that way. If you looked at the character designs, isn't Uhura still following the message?
Yeah, what is wrong? What happened to Uhura's
Uhura?
hair?
Yeah, isn't she like?
Why would Uhura? I don't think she's. I don't think she is.
She's not like Uhura from the movie or from the original trilogy. Original series. I mean, she's.
What do you mean by she's not like that?
I'm saying her femininity. She's not. She, at least from the images. I haven't seen the show yet, but I'm looking at the images. Isn't she have like a militaristic shaved head?
No. She's got really short hair, but she's not like that. The way they've portrayed Uhura in this one as a young, brash, unsettled cadet. She doesn't even know she wants to stay in Star Trek or in Starfleet at this point. The one you're thinking of is the navigator. She's got the shaved head, and in one episode, she played a male character in this fantasy world that they were in. So yeah, I mean, there is some of that, but it's not the message. That's not like what the whole show is about. They're not pushing it in your face. There are some elements of it in there. I agree, but the show doesn't have that feel. Yeah, I've actually been pleased with it so far.
I would say we're not even going far enough. Look at Top Gun Maverick, which was distributed by Paramount.
Heck yeah.
That is a shining example of what you do when you just put together a good movie with good characters.
And then look at Buzz Lightyear.
I watched that movie, by the way. Woohoo.
Buzz Lightyear
was terrible.
Buzz Lightyear is still in Iger's camp. I still don't know if he's actually gotten anything from Chapek's actual movie division yet.
Not yet. The only thing we've gotten is and this is according to a Cameron Pasha that Chapek sent Ms. Marvel back to square one and basically had to had them reshoot the entire series, and the same with Indy 5. But for the most part, Chapek is just letting all of Iger's stuff go out and just letting it fall flat on its face.
And that's kind of what he has to do to try and get control. He has to have enough failures to give pressure to the board and to the shareholders.
Well, I mean, as we all know, he just got the re-sign for another 3 years.
Yeah.
Early, took out Rice. I mean, that's a big one, right? Right there.
Do you think there's anything to these rumors that he is targeting Kennedy now?
I would no, because Kennedy, based on just from my, and I agree with like Tom Connors and Culture and Script Doctor that with the release of that puff piece, the Vanity Fair article, this is kind of her farewell tour. Once Indy 5 is out, she'll ride off into the sunset, get showered with awards, get a lifetime.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think
she's what?
Do you think there's any truth to the rumor that he's pressuring her?
No, I would say the one, and again, this is something that Script said, and I completely agree. The one thing Chapek has to go after now is the Marvel, because Star Wars, or Lucasfilm, they have they sell merch and whatnot, but Marvel with its films, and they just opened a Avengers campus in at Euro, so this is a property that can drive merch and can drive folks to a park. So this is something that they have to address.
And
now.
They also got the last 10 years of kids. So this is Marvel is Star Wars for a certain generation of kids right now, and Disney needs to capitalize on that as much as possible.
Well, so if I was Bob, my next target is Victoria Alonso.
Alonso.
And
I think Feige will toe the line.
I got a question for all of y'all.
I would put.
I got a question for all
Kevin
y'all.
on a very short and on a very short leash. Okay,
sure, Dax. Sorry,
Dax. So you know how we were talking about? No, that's fine. That's fine. You know how we were talking about Amazon, right? And Lord of the Rings and the stuff that's coming out and how they destroyed Wheel of Time. So why do we get failures like that? Woke failures like what Lord of the Rings is going to be, what Wheel of Time was, and then we get incredibly good shows like The Terminal List and like Reacher, coming from the same company, where Reacher and The Terminal List had none of the woke BS, were just incredible action, masculine, shows that everybody seems to love.
Does Amazon
coming out of the same company?
Does Amazon actually produce those, or are they purchasing pre-produced items?
I was going to say,
like Netflix.
Amazon produced The Terminal List.
Yeah, but
Amazon produced The Terminal List.
But they didn't spend as
I don't know about Reacher.
Okay, so the writer for The Terminal List is an actual Navy SEAL, and he said, if you're going to adapt my property, he's like, then it needs to be adapted the way I've written it. And so
that's why
there were things that he was like, I'm not going to budge on. And he told Amazon, he's like, hey, this is what I want to do with this scene. And they said, okay, hold on, we need to check. And then they would turn around and come back and say, okay, it's been approved. You can do this really gory, bloody, messy scene. And he's like, Amazon approved a bunch of stuff that I didn't think that they would do. So he stood up and said, you're gonna take the property as is.
Okay, here's something else with Amazon. Amazon really doesn't care what content they have, because a lot of the Amazon, a lot of folks who have Amazon Plus do not have it for the content stuff. They have it because it saves them on shipping.
Yeah, that's actually why I primarily have it. Me and my brother, we share the Amazon because of that.
So all these folks who have got Amazon Prime to save on shipping are just paying for this content, and so Amazon really doesn't have, as far as a standard.
I mean, look, they have the Grand Tour, they have Jeremy Clarkson and all that stuff. They don't. They just have content. I don't think they're actually going to the Lord of the Rings stuff. I think it's just that they had people that they ended up hiring probably 5 years ago or something to put into the company for a content warehouse to make their own stuff, similar to Netflix, and they didn't realize the people they hired were crazy.
But also, there's a difference between the Terminal List and the Rings of Power. It's almost like they are. I mean, I've seen more ads, more focus. They put a huge amount of money into Rings of Power. It's almost like this is
because they bought that.
Yeah, they bought the property. The Terminal List, they were adapting it, and the rights holder is still the author.
So it's almost like this is something that is like their representation, their baby, whereas Terminal List is something that just is filler content to them.
Right.
I don't remember seeing any ads about the Terminal List. I only know about it because a couple of YouTubers I follow mentioned it.
There was one outside of Comic-Con, actually. There was one outside of San Diego Comic-Con. I saw a poster.
No, I saw ads for it, yeah.
I saw billboards.
I saw several
so I guess they were advertising to older crowds, because I saw a lot of billboards in Florida for it.
Yeah, and
there was also a lot of media articles about the Terminal List because they were talking bad about it. Because obviously, it's very pro-military, it's very pro, America and stuff like that.
Toxic,
so there was a lot of media articles calling it all these names and stuff like that.
And it stars Chris Pratt.
Yep, and they hate
also
Chris
one
Pratt.
of Hollywood's favorite whipping boys now.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you don't like living in America, if you don't like America, you don't have to stay here. Just saying. There's a lot of other places you can go. You don't have to hang around here.
It's
one of
the only
our
places
own
you can actually
senators today said that
it's about your country.
I hear.
Well, one of our own senators today said that Canada is more free than the U.S. now.
They can
So
go to
there's
Canada.
that.
Because you know,
Well,
because
that's crazy
I hear,
though, because it's
because
not.
I hear that.
Oh no, it's not.
Because I hear that Venezuela is lovely this time of year.
Yeah, they serve dog right out of the trash can.
Oh yeah.
Anyone watching in Venezuela, we apologize for any stereotypical comments.
No, I mean, really, if Canada is so much better than America, it's not that hard to go there, and I'm pretty sure they'll be more than happy to take
Actually,
you.
it's actually harder to get in here now, I think, because I think they brought back the you have to be, to fly into the country.
So real quick,
so Reacher was Amazon's production and distribution as well. So
okay,
they did that
it was.
too, but
It was.
So they're doing one for one. Here's a good one. Here's a.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing like Netflix. So they're gonna try to appeal to a wide variety of audiences. Though the differences between Lord of the Rings is that's something that Jeff Bezos said specifically he wanted. So this falls under the direction of everything Jeff Bezos says. So he's probably gonna pick everybody he wants to work on and say, you go make it happen. I want my Game of Thrones.
Because he did a great job on that. Because it's just getting ratioed to hell.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. I guess that's somebody who just doesn't understand the property, because Lord of the Rings never was, and will not be Game of Thrones.
No, and
it was never that.
And from what I understood, the property that they bought was like Tolkien's notes, so it wasn't like anything of any continuity.
The appendices.
Yeah.
Not even the Silmarillion, it's the appendices.
You would have had an easier time making The Witcher into Game of Thrones. You'd have had an easier time. The storylines, everything makes sense to be that same level and that same level of graphicness and sexuality and stuff like that. But like, that's not Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is meant to be read by kids. Like 8-year-olds read it.
My thing is, if you want your own Game of the Thrones,
make it.
Yeah.
Find somebody to write your own Game of the Thrones.
Or I mean,
I just don't see what this is so hard.
Well, it's also the idea that you had a decade now of non-independent content not making it. You taught people with the MCU and with DC properties and everything like that. You taught people to go after a brand name that they know. And that it's honestly, it's going to be the most influential in terms of, hey, we're going to have to go back to independent content because the well's dried up and no one cares anymore. They just want a good story. They don't care if Star-Lord's in it. They don't care if Iron Man's there.
But how has Hollywood not learned the lesson that remakes and reimaginings don't work?
Because
Hollywood is a big train that can't turn.
And Hollywood also.
But name me a good reimagining.
A good reimagining.
Name me one.
Battlestar Galactica.
Dune.
Okay, I'll give you Battlestar. But Dune, they went back to the original source material, and I think did more true to his work than the original movie did. I don't know if I would consider that really a reimagining.
But they did change Liet Kynes completely, because Liet Kynes in the novel is fairly well described as like a scrawny old white male, and they made so they did reimagine characters, and no one came to care because it was a good movie. Guess what? You make a good movie, no one cares about some changes to a character.
No, but the thing is, I used to work
I'll
in
give
a
you
library.
Battlestar was good.
No, I used to work in a library.
Ghostbusters, Afterlife.
That
wasn't a reimagining. That was a sequel. No, but if you...
That was a continuation.
Given the amount of money they've put into this, all you have to do is... You could have taken a totally unknown property, like just gone into the library, into the sci-fi fantasy section, pulled a random book from a series off a shelf, and given the amount of advertising and money they threw at The Lord of the Rings, they probably would have garnered a lot of attention on this totally random product. I mean, what is it? What's her name? The Dragonflight series. Her name's McCaffrey. You could have done Isaac Asimov. I mean, just the number of fantasy books. I mean, before this, Game of Thrones was pretty much... I remember when it used to come into the library, it was... Because they were like dictionaries. You didn't need to do the Lord of the Rings. You could have taken. You didn't even have to do something completely new. There are so many hundreds of fantasy series that you could have picked something from, put this amount of advertising, or even half this amount of advertising. If it's done well, people would have noticed it. You
But
don't
you're
need
also
to take
talking
the
Two
Lord
of
of the
the
Rings.
biggest ones and trash them. Two of the
Well, you're also
biggest
talking
fantasy
about
series
you're
out
talking
there.
about you're talking about an industry that's always 10 steps behind the ball. So whenever anything happens in culture itself, it always takes entertainment and politics, 87 years to catch up with what's going on with normal people. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, you wanted this, right?" And then everybody's like, "That was kind of like super like a long time ago. Like, what are you talking about?" And now they don't. It's exactly like you said. It's a long train, or I would even equate it to the Titanic. Like it can't turn to avoid the iceberg. They're gonna
Right.
hit the iceberg. It's just the way it is.
I like in Hollywood and I like the boat analogy where a lot of folks are like, well, why haven't these changes happened yet? I'm like, this is not a speedboat that can just turn on a dime. This is like an aircraft carrier. It's gonna take time to get
Well,
the
if you
ship right.
if you think about it, one of our topics for discussion tonight is a reimagining, the D&D movie. They've tried that several times already.
I saw the trailer of that on who was it on? Oh, on Pops yesterday, and oh my, and then they showed this Swedish car commercial where they basically did the intro to the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, and I'm like, I want that as a film.
Well, since we're talking about D&D,
Well,
we want to bring up the
they've thrown
trailer.
a big name at that movie.
Yeah, but putting a
I mean,
big name doesn't.
you've got one of the Chris's in that movie.
Yeah, the least likable one. Not the least likable, but the least one that has the most like. I don't think he's the biggest. I don't think he's the biggest box office draw out of the Chris's.
No, I mean no, but I mean, yeah, he's just one of the Chris's. Though, did you ever see the skit where Hemsworth, Evans, and Pratt were all on a stage talking, and Chris Pine shows up, and they're like, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah, I thought this was a meeting of the Chris's," and they're like, "Well, yeah,
Not
it
you."
was." And they kind of make fun of him for being the lesser of the Chris's. It was hilarious.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce out a little early because, like I said, got some family that just showed up. But I wanted to stop by and say hi and send a bunch of love to all y'all. So have a good show.
Enjoy
And
dinner.
Thank you for not showing up. Thank you for showing up dressed.
We still don't know if he has pants on.
Yeah.
Maybe
You don't know
that's
if I have
why
pants
his,
on.
maybe that's why his family's so mad at him.
I'll see you guys. All right.
Thank you for joining us. Enjoy your time with your family.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.
See you later.
All
Bye.
right.
Later.
Well, this is a topic that's just going to go around and around and around. Hollywood sucks. We all know it.
Current Hollywood sucks.
Yeah, current Hollywood sucks. But
It's
let's
a generational thing. We'll get past it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take some time, and
There are some lights at the end of the tunnels.
the Rippaverse,
Top Gun was a
Zaslav,
big light.
right?
Rippaverse.
Zaslav is also comments being made by people in positions. Hell, Anna de Armas, right? Didn't she just make the comment about I don't want to replace James Bond? I don't want to steal someone else's character.
Well, no, she wasn't talking about. She wasn't talking about her replacing it. She just straight up said, James Bond doesn't need to be anything other than James Bond. It shouldn't be a woman. It shouldn't be anything other than the character was written. Her point was, you don't have to steal characters to write strong female characters.
Right.
Just write strong female characters.
And I also think the other way is she's also saying you don't have to write them as males either.
Stop making women men.
Yes, and this whole thing
that's my thing with Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, they make Galadriel.
That's one of my things with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. No, well, and the thing, this whole idea
Galadriel
that
was one of the most powerful characters in all of North. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kat.
I was just gonna say this whole thing that strong
Kat.
female characters are new. It's not new. I was watching ER
No.
from the 90s, and
Come on, look at Ripley in '78.
yes,
Sarah Connor.
I'm
Ripley,
tired
Sarah
of this.
Connor, Leeloo Dallas.
Right.
I'm tired of this. This whole
Leeloo
look
Dallas
at
is
us.
a great character.
Princess
Yes.
Leia.
Yes. So
Princess
I'm
Leia?
tired of this whole.
Oh, you said Battlestar, Kat. What about Starbuck on Battlestar? An incredibly well-written female character. She was broken. She was a mess, but she was still the best pilot they had, one of the best shots on the ground. She was pivotal to the story. But she was flawed. She was broken. She was human.
Captain Janeway.
And she was very
Kira
feminine.
Nerys, Jadzia Dax, Dr. Crusher.
Ahsoka Tano.
And yet they act like they're doing something new and
Bo-Katan.
amazing and
Speaking of
stunning
Starbuck.
and brave. And I'm genuinely tired of this whole look at us. We got a female character. Wow, it's like big deal. What's so great about that? Nobody cares. Just stop making them into men, because you're really setting a bad example for girls. Because I didn't realize this until I started karate, and I have a brown belt, that a woman can't beat up a guy like they do in movies. I genuinely thought that if I learned karate, I could do like in the movies. And then I took karate and I sparred with men, and you could feel the guys are holding back. So you're actually doing harm, because girls are going to end up going into positions where they're going to get their butts kicked and seriously injured because they think I'm going to be just like that. No.
Alan Fox.
Well, women have
example.
to fight men differently than men fight men.
Yeah.
Fallon Fox. Oh my God, just.
Well,
but no,
all right,
women have
all
to
right,
fight
we
men
can
differently
get
than
enough
men
of
fight
people's
men.
fantasy lists of women right now, because it seems like all we're going through is someone's spank bank or something. So why don't we go on to one of the topics?
I'll say, speaking of fights, if anybody wasn't aware, there was a fight recently at the Magic Kingdom. Unfortunately, the main video. It got taken down. So I've got. I actually got Clownfish TV up here that shares some of it. So if you guys bear with me here,
There was a copy on Rumble of the main fight. RT.
Well, you should have sent that link before I had that. But
I didn't even know you were going to talk about it.
So which park is this?
I should have
It
read
was
your
in
mind.
it was at Peter's Pan's Flight in Magic Kingdom.
Hang on, sorry about that.
So
share
was this
screen.
it? So
there we go.
Was this in
Disney World?
Okay, Orlando. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll get this playing.
Hell breaking loose.
And eventually, the cast members do intervene, and eventually
They do zoom in here in a minute. There we go.
Security is called in. Police get involved. People got arrested. Somebody ended up at the hospital. It's just a whole thing. Someone saying that
yes, two families that got into it, right?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah. So it's basically a simple thing that happens all the time in theme parks, and I hate it. They send part of the family into the line, and then someone else comes back and tries to cut in the line. So they'll send one kid up, and then there'll be like 5 or 6 people that come like, we're just trying to catch up with blah 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 up ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the general gist that I've gotten from the story, is that you had 2 families, and one family sent like the one kid up to wait in line, and then 30 people came to try and go in front.
No, actually, I got the impression from what I heard on Clownfish TV, it was one person. They left their cell phone at another ride, so they went to catch up with the rest of the families. It was just one person.
Okay, so then Clownfish got the updated story, because when I read on WWNT, it seemed like it was someone trying to cut the line. So if someone just going to get their cell phone, then that's an unrealistic. Unless the person wasn't trying to give the cell phone back, like, hey, I got a new iPhone, I'm going to give that up.
Apparently, they left their phone at another ride, and the rest of the group was already ahead. It was just one person coming back. It wasn't a group. That's
there were arrests apparently made for the first time at one of these type of things. Normally, Disney just tries to get to be quiet.
Yeah, and then wasn't one of the people in those families got hospitalized.
And there were some bannings.
Some banning. Yeah.
Wow. I used to work at Disneyland, and this is the first I've ever heard of something like this.
I think probably the Knott's Berry incident probably helped give them some cover, since the thing happened at Knott's Berry Farm also recently, there might be, and honestly, it's been the entire year of altercations. It's like almost every other month or week or so, there's been some type of fight in a theme park.
Well, yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That's
just the environment right now.
Well, I mean, just out here in my town, what was it? In a week, we had, what was it? On Fremont Street, there were like 3 big fights and two active shooters on Fremont Street and one on actually on the Strip.
I mean, there's a lot of hostility now.
Look at what we're seeing. Look at what we're seeing. People throwing over counters in restaurants because of a $1.75 charge and destroying a shop. And I mean, a guy lost his life over, I think it was about $1.75 too, in that bodega issue, which thankfully they finally dropped the charges against that old man. Our society is like literally breaking down around us, and we're seeing the signs of it.
But it's not everywhere. It's just happens to be in certain color states. That's all.
Well, I'll admit I haven't seen anything in retail in Jersey. I haven't had any real problems where I'm at.
I don't see any issues with in terms of like people acting ill towards or anything like that. It's mostly
a fool.
I mean, yeah, I don't see people acting a fool where I am or where I go to. The fight thing, I'm assuming that was probably tensions and blah blah blah. And end of the day, but like I said, there's also people realizing that people got to go and get away with like pretty much anything recently for a while. So what are you gonna do?
For a while, they're still doing it in California. You see videos every other day.
That's not America anymore. That's not America. That's California. Like I feel bad for the people.
California staying.
Yeah.
Like if Gene Hackman wants to come and plead Lex Luthor and continue his idea for what to do with I'm sorry, Joker voice. I know you're near the Hoover Dam, but like if he wants to go and do that and make more coastal land, I'm okay with it.
I am all for it. I have said for years, everyone in Nevada needs to buy land in either in Gene or Sloan, because when the big one drops that entire state into the ocean, beachfront property.
Nice.
Well, everybody just needs to go out there on the San Andreas Fault and start jumping up and down. See if we can make it happen.
Yes. No, well, and the fact that they're talking about just I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it because it's just too horrifying. California is horrible as it is. We don't need it to spread.
No, yeah.
But see, that's the thing. I think a lot of it is spreading.
But it does spread. It spreads into my state. It spreads into my state, and then everyone who moves wants to make Las Vegas and wants to make Nevada, wants to make the state they move into the state they just left. You left for a reason. Yep. Stop trying to make other places California. No one likes
the states that are being affected right now, Tom. The biggest ones are yours and mine. We have the highest state-to-state migration of any, or we have the highest into-state migration of any states in the union right now. And I think we lost Tom.
Yeah, he's
still
either
there.
that
he's frozen.
or what we said just shocked him.
He is frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
I saw Joker voice drinking Mountain Dew, and earlier I had gotten one of the alcoholic Mountain Dews. It's
nice.
It exists?
Yeah, there's alcoholic Mountain Dew now.
Oh.
It's
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like it's got a little bit of like a margarita quality to it.
Yeah,
which, by the way, everyone send messages to Red Bull to sponsor me. Just send me cans of Red Bull. That's all I ask. Cause
I got and then when Mountain Dew made what was it called? Amp.
I'm sorry, there was another launch, and I lose internet when there's a rocket launch. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No problem at all.
Cool.
Yeah, we were just talking about I have alcoholic Mountain
Oh,
Dew.
the hard Mountain Dew. I've tried. I have the pink one. I don't know what the flavor is. Strawberry.
I just went with the regular classic, I guess, just Mountain Dew.
So Rogue, I have to ask you with your little with your little Kawaki and like, oh my God, his head moved. Holy,
that thing
what?
is so cool.
What? Whoa! No.
I want one of those. Though Shadow, you know I can't drink alcohol. Just don't make me.
Well, that answers my question there.
Well,
okay?
Kat, you're not missing anything. This is not something where I'm like, I would have to get this again. If I was going to drink alcohol, I'd rather just drink some scotch, to be honest with you.
Did you get
Jameson and ginger? That's yummy.
There's actually a shoulder monkey whiskey. I have to try that.
Wait. So Jameson and ginger ale?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
That's like standard.
I usually, if I get scotch, I'll buy something a little higher end. I love Lagavulin.
Oh, sorry.
But I don't drink often though. So if I'm going to drink, I'll buy
Vegas.
something higher.
In Vegas, we got a word for you, sir. Bougie.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
I've learned the better the alcohol you drink, the less of a hangover you usually get.
You know what? I thought the same thing too, except in one case, at least for me, tequila. Any like name brand. We are not friends at all. We have broken up numerous times. Yet, like Silver, we talk all the time. It's fine.
Well, if I'm gonna mix a drink like that, I gotta admit my favorite is gonna be Crown Black and Coke. But
nice.
I'm a gin guy. I'm sorry. I'm old.
One of my favorite whiskeys is called Woodbridge Reserve. I don't know if y'all have ever had that.
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
that stuff is good. It's so smooth.
Yeah, Jameson and I mean, we're friends, but there are days it goes down nice, and some days it goes,
Yeah.
Sorry, Kat.
I'm gonna take all your words for it. I totally agree.
I work at a bar, so
this is the equivalent when you start talking about the corpus for me.
Question.
This is how I feel when you're talking about the corpus. So
you need to play Warframe.
Out of curiosity, Kat, is it all alcohol or is it just one based off of wheat and grain?
All alcohol. Anything that kind of alters your mind, you can't drink. So no
Okay,
alcohol.
Wait, what about Red Bull though, man?
Red Bull.
It doesn't get me drunk.
I mean, she's jacked out of her mind, but she's still sober.
It's a stimulant, though.
I mean,
I
mean, guarine, thiazine, B vitamins, cocaine, it's all the same thing.
Yeah. Look, I need my Red Bull, okay? I need my Red Bull.
She needs to have wings.
Spoken like an addict.
Well,
I need my wings.
When it comes to religions, see, I'm Lutheran, which is a German religion, so we're kind of bound to drink by our religion.
Hey, nothing Germany's ever done has been evil. So
I'm not going to say anything. I think every live stream
those weren't Lutherans.
Let's I was gonna say let's continue on to the next thing though, topic wise, before we get on to
another tangent.
Another tangent here that we don't need to get into, but. There is a Dungeons and Dragons trailer. I haven't got a chance to watch this, so I'm not a big D&D player. Well, nobody cares if you've watched it or not yet. We're going to show this for everybody else.
Well, you sent it and told us to watch it, so I watched it.
I didn't send it to you to watch it. We sent it as this is what we're going to go over.
I was trying to be nice and find topics to talk about.
I wanted to wait because I wanted to have it be my my actual reaction.
He wants to be special.
I want to be surprised by it. Because if I already watched it ahead of time, I'm going to be bored. I'm not a big D&D person, but I don't know. Hopefully this looks good. We'll see. I don't have high hopes.
Yeah, it made me appreciate the characters I'm creating more.
I hope.
But we will throw this one up. Next, where we go? There we go. Alrighty.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves. And when you do this, you're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
It already looks better than the Lord of the Rings show.
Truth be told,
Yeah.
It looks exactly like
we helped the wrong
Lord of the
person steal the wrong thing. We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known. But we're gonna fix it.
You know what? Okay, this is just me. Chris Pine is the wrong choice for this film. His voice just does not work.
Yeah.
As a
All right.
narrator.
It's a little too casual.
My question is this, and I'm just going to ask, and I haven't watched it yet either. Are they going for a line between camp and serious? Because in my viewpoint, I'm seeing like the old Hercules and Xena shows in my head, which I don't mind seeing that in the terms of how the show is, how the movie's played out. Like it doesn't need to be.
He should be doing like a Chris Hemsworth accent for this character. I feel like.
You know what? It just hit me. It's fantasy Thor Ragnarok.
I don't know yet because it's not destroying a character.
It's not not destroying a character, but that it's not taking itself seriously in a world that you need to be taking it seriously. Or it's like I don't feel.
Does D&D need to be taken seriously? Because D&D is whatever the game master makes it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Pine does a lot of roles like that where he's very good at that.
Did he play Robert the Bruce?
I don't know, but let's continue with this trailer.
Probably best.
You need
To give us a fighting chance, we're gonna need strength.
I hope we don't get tagged for this music.
Not your problem.
We also need courage.
Well then, turn off the sound.
Wait. What's with the sword?
I don't know, but
I like the owl bear thing.
Yeah, that
Owl
is
Bear's
pretty
cool.
good.
I want that.
I will agree with Kat though. It does have a little bit of a Thor
It's the
Ragnarok
music.
vibe.
Well,
If
yeah,
you watch it,
and
if
the
you
music,
watch it,
yes.
you did.
The music, yeah.
But even kind of like the setting, it kind of makes me think of the opening there with Surtur. All the lava going on.
But
Yes!
but for D&D, you want to have like Zeppelin or something like that playing. You want that type of music for D&D. It like goes together. Like
yeah.
And R2, in the private chat, I put I put that car commercial.
Okay.
So we can check that out if you want.
Sure. All right, we'll keep going.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is so cool.
What is that again? It's an owl bear.
See, I think she might be right.
Oh wait, that's a girl?
The key to
Like the
everything.
owl?
There she is. The key to everything.
So she's a druid or something?
I'm glad he's on our side.
Wait, is that Michelle Rodriguez?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Michelle
Didn't think
Rodriguez.
you could make her look not that attractive, but they seem to have done so.
This one's dangerous.
Yeah, there's the where
Was that Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, really?
We'll be ready.
So I said they threw some big names at it.
You know what? I'm not upset with it. It looks like it could be fun.
It looks like something you just go and hopefully turn your brain off. For
Oh,
a couple
I'm
hours.
not saying I wouldn't be drunk watching it. I'm
Okay,
just saying it looks like it could be fun.
Okay, hold on. Play that last part back because you missed something there that I think may help prove Kat's theory
About the Ragnarok
even
thing?
more so. No, yeah, back up a little bit at the beginning of this conversation.
Oh wait, the guy's also from Jurassic World. Is that just is that the Will Smith?
And I am Pika or the Detective Pikachu movie.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to this.
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
Oh wait, so he's playing Star-Lord.
See, I think she might be right. It's got the campy, funny.
It's even got
not too
the
serious
arena.
feel in it.
They're trying to make a Marvel film.
Maybe.
I don't know. It looks fun to me. It doesn't look
It looks all right. I mean, it's kind of you'll have to wait and see. I mean, hopefully,
Yeah.
you know, it is good.
I mean,
okay.
I'll say this: it looks better than the other D&D movies they've made.
Didn't they make
But that's
one
not a
with-
high bar.
Okay, I'm
Didn't they
going to share
make
this
one with Jason Statham?
this commercial that Joker Voice shared with me.
No, that was Dragon Siege. That's
Okay.
one you're thinking of, Rogue.
Now, if you remember the old cartoon, here you go.
There was a Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I remember that at all. Like a Saturday morning cartoon?
Yep.
Really?
80s.
Is that a little mini unicorn?
When all
Yep.
It must have only been on for
Yeah.
like a season or something.
2.
And like weird. Okay, well, she's all right. I don't know if the effects are necessarily that much better. The beginning was, but that last fire was a little weird.
Go back home, kids.
And now I'm just disturbed.
It's Dungeon Master.
I'm just so disturbed. Is it a Kia?
You'll never escape.
Sorry. He just talks on his own.
What car brand is this?
It's Skoda? Skoda.
No, it's
Renault?
Yeah, Renault.
Okay. But is this for the UK or is this Australia?
UK, I think. The Renault Outsider.
Right. but just the random because my first experience with Dungeons and Dragons was the 80s cartoon. So this, I'm like, I want this film. I want this movie.
Shouldn't the steering wheel have been on the other side though?
No, that's only in the UK.
No,
If it's
not
in
all,
France-
not all European countries are that way.
If it's in France or Germany and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think Japan also has UK steering.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We've had a few people join us here.
I have a friend in the chat, Ash.
Okay.
MR. What's
And
up,
I-
Ashley?
Kami, hello. Thank you for being here. Tim Possible's here. Hello, sir.
My friend Shadow of Hawk, he actually does D&D. We play D&D on Sundays.
Yeah, he was trying to get you to drink booze earlier. I saw that. Thank you for being here. And then I think I'm saying the name right. Akame is asking us to
I'll look it up.
Zakai?
go check out their friend's YouTube channel. But all right, well, after the stream, we'll all go meander over there and give it a look. And then we've got Ash
ASMR.
Now, this is a friend of yours?
Yep.
Righty. Thank you for joining us, Ash. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, that was a neat commercial. Yeah, I don't remember that cartoon at all.
Where have you been?
I wasn't born until the late 80s. I'm sorry.
Oh wait,
I mean,
you're also young too. You guys are
Yeah,
young.
well, I was born in '83, so.
Oh dear God, I was 12 when you were born.
Yeah, I was 11.
Yeah. Well, you guys are old. I'm sorry.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was 9. Matt.
It just feels like every new movie is throw as many jokes and campy humor and
Oh
explosions
God,
as possible and no
Love and
story.
Blunder. Love and Blunder.
And that's what it feels. It doesn't feel like Dungeons and Dragons. Like I said, it feels like Thor Ragnarok.
But this is the same thing of Hollywood, and when you don't have someone strong like, say, Tom Cruise controlling the production, you have people saying, "Well, look, every Marvel movie made $1 billion. We have to follow what Marvel does because they made $1 billion."
Right.
That's what you're getting.
And I've said this, and I've said this about the DC universe, and I'm like, just stick with just stick with what works with you. Standalone stories and animation, because in standalone films.
Oh, I don't know.
And
Have you watched that last Jon Stewart animated film? That animation was terrible. the Green Lantern John Stewart with Hal Jordan become Parallax and everything like that.
I missed that one.
It was their most recent one. The animation was so bad.
It came out on Tuesday, right, or last Tuesday?
Yeah,
Not this Tuesday.
Oh,
the recent DC animated properties like the Man of Tomorrow, Superman, they've changed the art style. It's it's so bad.
Because it looks like they went to it looks like they hired the staff from Archer, I think is what they hired.
The art style, like what they did for like the like
Apocalypse War.
Yeah, that was so much better.
That was amazing. That was an amazing.
That universe. I just like the recent ones, and the storyline is not good.
Did anybody else here on the panel watch the new Beavis and Butthead film?
I don't have Paramount Plus.
I actually have Paramount Plus.
But Tom raved about it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Really?
Tom is definitely a big Beavis and Butthead fan.
Oh yeah, I threw it on, and like first 30 minutes I was chuckling, but then like it became a repeat of the same of everything, and not only that, but like the art style was weird because Beavis and Butthead looked normal, but everybody else outside of the Beavis and Butthead world looked like really ugly versions of Archer characters. Which was
is that the Cal Arts thing? Like all of the people have the same education, so all art styles are the same.
That could explain that. That could explain that Chip and Dale's film, that Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. That was weird.
I was gonna say, what film are you talking about?
It was weird, but I kind of liked it.
Different
the Rescue Ranger.
I wasn't, I was thinking of my other job. I had to. I was gonna go pro until my knee gave out. Just
he was gonna Chip, and then he got a Dale.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or maybe his Dale got chipped.
Too many jokes. Too many jokes.
And there we go. I was thinking about his pudding.
This coming from the guy who I watched a video of you pulling your wieners out in front of a cop today. So,
Huh? Is that? Oh, that's R2, right?
Yeah.
That's JT sticking my face on things.
Oh, that sounds bad too.
This is not.
That sounded worse than what I said. Yeah.
New topic.
New topic. I have a little friend here, and there's a little show coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll share that too. Hopefully.
Not interested.
This is like
Not
5
interested.
short stories, right?
Not interested.
I like little baby Groot. He's cute.
This thing is like 5 short stories put together, right?
It's going to be like an hour maybe.
I am Groot. I'm Groot. I am Groot.
I am not going to waste my time.
It looks cute.
It
does look cute.
It's cute.
But I get the feeling is I'm being told I need to buy stuff.
Yes.
I already bought it.
Product placement.
I'm just saying that's the whole feel of that is buy stuff. Buy cute stuff.
Buy the new line of little creatures that eat leaves. And of course buy your new
Did anyone else think of Pikmin when they watched that part?
Hey, I've been playing that game again. I love it.
I have to play that.
On my Switch.
At first it reminded me of that scene in
Gulliver Travels?
No, in Galaxy Quest with the cute little alien.
Garignac.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Put it this way: at least of what they're showing, I don't see anything that like looks like they're gonna do anything like offensive with it. It's just gonna be a cute thing.
This is cute.
Or this is
little like TV Y7, just
Yeah. Wait,
Remember,
you don't
this
think
is
they're gonna
Disney.
have
They will find a way. This is Disney. They will find a way.
I honestly don't think so. I think this was done by James Gunn. I think that now that James Gunn is coming back, I think we're gonna get a little bit more. You
No,
don't
he's
think
not.
we're gonna? He's doing Guardians 3. He's filming.
Yeah, yeah. And after that, he's done. After that, he's done with it. He's done with Disney. He was supposed to be. He was supposed to be the guy in charge of Phase 4, and
Yeah, that's why we got what Phase 4 we're getting.
Well, because when Alan Horn fired him, and then the entire cast said if he goes, we go. So they asked him to come back, and because Kevin had fired Ike, they wanted James to kind of do a cosmic phase, and James was like, I'll do Guardians 3, but after that's done, F you guys. I'm done. I'm going to go do Suicide Squad, Peacemaker. He's doing all this stuff for HBO now. So
I'm just gonna ask the question, did anyone else hear the rumors about Ruffalo's contract being extended?
Why?
Why?
I was
They
hearing
hate us?
some rumblings about possibly a World War Hulk film.
But Disney
And-
doesn't own. But Disney doesn't
Well, they only
own the rights to Hulk.
The only reason I brought it up is because I did a live stream yesterday from inside the parks, and I didn't think this meant anything at the time, but they had MCU related products in there, which they aren't supposed to. So I'm very curious if there was some type of deal struck that might have happened, because I have never seen like MCU Loki or MCU Cap or any of those people inside of the parks before for merchandise, and they had that. And then I'm seeing a rumor actually pop on my phone right now about Ruffalo's contract being extended, and then bringing in Scar and more Sakaar type of stuff. I'm just wondering. I'm sorry, it just literally like my
Wait,
kind of
so
notification about
wait, I don't understand. They can't have MCU merchandise.
Universal cannot have Marvel Cinematic Universe merchandise in the park. And the fact yesterday, and it was that's why I'm like, oh, okay, this is making my head spin. And even the Spider-Man inside of Universal was talking about Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, because
and he's not supposed to do that either.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be
Universal owns the Hulk
it's the
rights.
comics. But Universal also in the theme parks own the comics rights to the Marvel properties, not the film stuff. So they can do any of the comic related characters, but not like the Marvel, Disney, MCU characters. So I'm just wondering if maybe they came up to a merchandising deal where they might get more control of the Hulk.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, it just popped up because. Like,
I mean, that would. I mean, okay, if Mark Ruffalo gets another contract, for one, I can't stand Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
but he was a good Hulk in Avengers. I liked his. I did like his.
But you know, the way they've treated the original 6 of Avengers. I mean, Hulk's the only one left to get cucked, and I'm sure Mark is fine with it. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. So that rumor's coming from Everything Always. So I don't know how much faith I trust in that. Now that I went to the rabbit hole of where it came from.
Yeah, that's kind of the same as
I will say
that's kind of the same as who are they? We got this
covered, yeah.
Covered, and the Mikey Zero.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Though I have to say this, thank you Hollywood. Every time I start to have doubts. I was just gonna say every time I have doubts about the characters I've created, then I see a trailer out of Hollywood, and I go, my characters aren't that bad actually. They're actually pretty good. Tico is actually a pretty decent character. Thank you, Hollywood. I was having my doubts.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, and also this too, I can separate the art from the artist. Mark Ruffalo is just as bad as Chris Evans, but I will say he did play a much
Mark
better
Hamill.
Hulk than we've seen before.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know,
I like Norton.
You couldn't have picked a
That was
better
me.
Captain Evans. You couldn't have.
Yeah,
I like Ruffalo's better than Norton, honestly.
We can both agree that we can all agree they're all better than Eric Bana.
Yes.
I think Edward Norton Hulk is canon, though, right? So that is technically still Hulk. So somehow, he gained an inch and put on like 35 pounds.
Well, yeah, that's like from Iron Man to Iron Man 2. Rhodey got smaller and darker.
Yeah.
Magic.
It's just a multiverse. They already started it back then.
Oh yeah.
I got one last video to show here. I feel like this is just another disappointing thing.
I'm sorry that everything was disappointing.
No, not She-Hulk. This is for another.
That's gonna be
kind of fun, brainless franchise that I think a lot of us like to watch.
It's She Gets.
But the yeah, it just seems so heavy-handed what they're doing. It just none of it seems organic or natural. But here we go. We're gonna watch this. This is real quick. It's only 17 seconds long.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
What is this?
You don't want to know.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I saw this earlier.
I'm done.
Why?
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 And
Gotta
I didn't put that into the private chat. The picture of the full cast.
Yeah.
I'll get that in a second.
Why?
That's something that else I saw. What was it for the cast of Sandman?
Yeah.
I mean, check off those boxes. Got to check them off, or else you're not gonna get nominated for an Emmy or something. Like, as if
Well,
that
yeah,
matters
they're forcing that now, right?
Yes.
Because they have
Oh, God.
the new rules of Hollywood. Yes.
DEI.
Well,
DIE. You mean if you go for DEI, you're going to DIE.
Yeah.
God, this
I
is
agree.
so stupid.
That's what it ought to be.
Well, I'm going to say this with pride. All of my characters are straight and male. Every one of the ones I created. Ha.
I don't know how I would do that.
Well, you know what? I have actually written a fantasy novel, and not all of mine were. And I'm working on my second one now, hoping someday to end up getting it published. But not all of my characters are straight. I mean, well, they're all straight. I'm sorry. Not all of my characters are male. Not even all of them are of the same race. But none of them are as horrible, in my opinion, as some of the things I've seen. To me they're real, they're grounded, and they don't. My whole goal is never to make them feel forced or convenient, and that's all you see nowadays. Is just
right.
Here's the chick that saved the day. Here's the key to everything. Here's the chosen one. Oh, and it's this diverse female, or this. Everybody's got to be represented exactly like they see themselves. It's
because you have to see yourself. Which, if going by that logic, I can never identify with any hero in any pop culture thing, because there has never been a hero that stutters.
My hero is Viso, the corpus white straight engineer. He looks nothing like me.
Like we were talking earlier, my absolute favorite female character in all of modern sci-fi is probably Starbuck. I don't see myself in her.
No.
But I think she's one of the most well-written,
Too many jokes.
characters. Well, yeah. Maybe I have before. And,
okay, there we go.
But I can't identify with her. But I think she's one of the most well-written, well-rounded characters in all of modern sci-fi.
Right.
Okay, this is what I was looking for. Sorry, I was trying to find something. I read the other day, and I meant to share it in for the show. And since we were talking about characters and everything like that and diversity, there was a little bit of an interesting that happened. That Park Place covered it. Disney's chief diversity officer was silenced, not allowed to do a interview with Hollywood Reporter, or I think it's Hollywood Reporter. Disney said that she was not comment. So this
Did they say why?
No, they just said Disney said she is not going to go comment.
And this is
This is the fatty. What's her name? Tondra Newton.
Oh, wow, that one.
Yeah.
Was not allowed to talk
Sandy
to
Newton?
No.
different.
That's the actress. Yeah,
I
Tondra
know.
Newton. Yeah, she's in charge of that reimagined.
Disney declined to make Newton available for comment, but her counterparts acknowledged that skepticism surrounds the job.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sorry. We were talking about the diversity and characters and all that. I remember this story popped up in the beginning of the week. It kind of got buried, but this is a very interesting thing that
is interesting. It's interesting because I can guarantee she is on Chapek's list too.
And she's high up in terms of power in the company right now. She's the one pushing for the Splash Mountain overlay.
Nobody wants.
Yeah, but I mean, so if she was not allowed to comment on specifically a diversity and inclusion topic interview, that's very telling that there might be more going on in the company than what we're obviously privy to in terms of corporate culture changing.
Right, because I've heard we all heard about the rice. I mean, everyone heard about that.
Yeah, that was a big coup.
But from what I heard, there's been just execs that have been knocking off, and Chapek has been going more the scalpel approach, whereas Zaslav is the chainsaw approach.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just like, we brought up the topic of you were talking about diverse character, and I'm like, oh, I remember this. Sorry, didn't mean to throw off.
All right. So going back to we were talking about the Hulk, the upcoming She-Hulk. I guess I heard that someone's been cast as Ben Grimm, and he's gonna show up. And
Jason Segel, right? Or Jason Segel?
Jason Segel.
I swear I thought you said Steven Seagal.
Sorry.
Which it would not shock me. It would not shock me if this is the only time we see Ben Grimm, and when the Fantastic Four comes out, it's She-Hulk in the powerhouse.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Batman. Actually, I would kind of like that.
Yeah, I actually do like Jason Segel, but I don't see him as Ben Grimm at all.
Has he done anything lately?
I was actually talking about this with a couple other people, and he's
Not
probably
anything
kind
major.
of too old to do it. But I think the person who would have been a perfect Ben Grimm, especially after his performance on the show Chuck, Adam Baldwin would have been an awesome Ben Grimm and thing.
Oh yeah,
just in terms of
okay. He Firefly era. Adam Baldwin.
Jane.
He would have been superb.
Jane, yeah.
He did a great Superman voice. I liked his Superman, All-Star Superman. He voiced him.
He's his little bit that he did in Mass Effect was great. Kyle Rhaegar.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, unless you're doing Ben Grimm as a full mocap creature like Ruffalo. I mean, how old is Adam Baldwin? In his 50s?
Adam's in his 50s. He's definitely much older. I mean, he potentially could, but he's definitely on the older side. But I mean, they could make him younger. He's got that gruff to him that Ben and the Thing need. But at the same time, he's got moments, especially too, like because that's what he is on Chuck, where he does have these moments of just like vulnerability and humanity that the Thing had.
Kind of like Jane did too.
Yeah. And that's where, there's times where he just seems so intimidating and invincible. And you know, there's
If
moments
y'all,
where
if
you
y'all
can knock
add
them over
model,
with a feather.
But I just don't see when they get to the Fantastic Four them having the thing there. I just don't see it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, when they, you know, around the time of Endgame, when they're like, "Hey, Disney's going to get Fox and have."
And everyone
You know,
was
X-Men
happy
and
at that
Fantastic
point in
Four,
time.
it was like, man, after seeing Endgame, it's like, I can't wait.
Right.
But after seeing this MCU, it's like, my God.
Please
right
don't.
now-
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah,
Please
they're
don't.
going to
Please
do
don't.
a worse job than what Fox did.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
going
gonna
to make
say
me cry.
I'm gonna say current Marvel, yes.
Post Endgame. Phase 4. Yes. All of
Well,
this is.
there's also a rumor that Spielberg's going to direct it, which I don't buy that.
If
No.
Spielberg
No.
directs a Fantastic Four film and we get real Spielberg, not Spielberg from Ready Player One,
The West Side
like-
Story.
or if we
Oh,
get
God,
real Spielberg, I maybe
That is Spielberg now.
I
don't
would
think
still
real
I would still
Spielberg
just
is
give it to
around
Brad
anymore.
Bird. I would just give it to Brad Bird. I would still just give it to Brad Bird.
Yeah.
He did a great job with The Incredibles. He didn't get the second. I don't think he directed the second one, right? Someone else did.
I have no idea.
I don't.
No, I think maybe he did come back for the second one. I don't know.
Because I know they gave him
But,
Tron, and then Tron Legacy didn't hit off as well as like people wanted it to. But I think The Incredibles, like, it shows your blueprint that hey, a Marvel family like that works, like doing that, because it's like shoot, the girl is pretty much is the Invisible Woman kind of
Right.
Like you basically had Mr. Incredible was the thing.
Fantastic. Right. You had Mr. Fantastic. You had the
The only thing was
girl.
Dash being different, him
Right.
being a speedster instead of
Yeah.
having fire. But besides
Right.
that, you had the four powers.
Yeah, but then Jack turned on.
Right. Jack turned
on.
into the Human Torch.
Yeah.
But I mean, it really doesn't matter who they bring in to direct because it's all assembly line now. It's
Yeah.
I mean Sam Raimi was his influence was barely in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I think there's only a couple of shots where I could see his influence. Some of Wanda's stuff, I could see his horror aesthetic,
Right.
and stuff like that coming through. But any of the action stuff, that all seemed Marvel second unit director action.
Yep.
Like that's just
pre-processed,
And you know
prepackaged.
that's the only movie that I thought wasn't horrible. Like
Well, you
Multiverse
didn't see
was-
it you didn't see it the same way in No Way Home though. No Way Home, I think, had a little bit different. They're like the fight scenes and stuff like that didn't seem like
No Way Home is also a Sony film though.
Yeah.
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 The thing is, it's
And-
boring. People are tired of it. The success of Stray, the game that just came out, the cat game, shows that people. It's not a crazy action. It's not even a very long game, but it's a unique and something new and
it has
different.
a better score than Last of Us 2.
Right.
And it's short. People are saying it's only 4 or 5 hours. I haven't finished it yet, but it's creative. It's different. It's unique. I mean, who would have thought a game where you're playing as a cat in a dystopic setting, and yet it's also it's just impressive.
Yeah.
And so it shows people are hungry for something other than the generic cookie cutter.
Well, I was gonna say, you guys want to move on from Hollywood, and you guys want to try playing a game here.
I'm not a gamer, so.
Well, this is not like a gamer game.
Oh.
And Dax
So check
disappeared.
the private chat.
Well.
And gonna play a game called Drawful. Oh, we lost Cat. Give it a
I
minute.
think that might have been her doing her.
I am actually I actually since I don't even I will be looking stupid for games.
No. Do not worry about this. You will be fine.
I have
Just
no
go
idea
with the
what
flow.
this is.
Give it a shot. It's a game called Drawful. So you guys are gonna go to that link in there and put that code in, put your name in, and then it's gonna ask you to draw a picture. So you can do this from your phone, your tablet, or even the desktop.
Let me get my.
And they're gonna ask you to draw something once we start the game. So
Let me get my tablet.
and you're gonna don't have to download anything extra.
Nothing is charged.
So you can't erase anything when you go to draw the picture. Just do your best.
I have no artistic talent at all.
Hey, I just wrote my name for my picture, by the way. I just put R2 in. Somebody's launching another rocket. I'm sure Tom will be back here in a minute.
Dot, dash, dash.
And I'll share my screen here in a minute, but I can see all you guys. Hey, that's a pretty good picture there, JV. I like that.
Thanks.
Far more creative than I would be. So let's get Tom back here. There we go. Tom.
I sent a picture.
Tom looks like Satan for some reason in this photo.
All right, I like it.
I just kind of drew a picture. I don't know.
But still waiting on Dax and Kat there.
Yeah, I'm logging into my.
Did I do it right? Everybody's in. It said everyone's been.
Kat's got to draw her picture. We're gonna let her do that.
I even have a stylus to draw on my phone, and I still couldn't do a better job.
I'm using my iPad this time, and I use my
finger.
pencil. Yeah, last time I did that with my phone, but I thought I'll try a little bit better. All right, everybody is in. And let me
press this button. I don't want to hit cancel. Why does it keep on saying drawful? Okay.
What is trouble?
I don't know. There's an owl with a bikini on.
Yeah.
It's playing. So I'm going to give you each 2 chances to draw this game. Let's get to the game. Okay. I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something unusual, like Rumpus Room or Shark Butler. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, get to drawing.
Hey!
Not sure how else I could have drawn what they asked me to draw.
Hey, I got a pencil.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm having issues here.
Just do your best, Dax.
No. I'm having internet issues. I'm having internet issues.
Okay, I'm going to start that annoying 30-second timer now. You've been warned.
Ding, 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 ding,
I'm dropped out. I can't come back in.
Oh no. Well,
actually, guys, I think I'm about to have to go restart my router. He keeps dropping my internet connection.
Okay. Well, do what you gotta do and come back if you can.
I'll be back in just a second.
And it looks like one of you couldn't finish your drawing before the time ran out. You gotta be faster next time. Now, use your device to type in what you think the title for this picture could have been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking it's the title. This is for every player that picks your answer.
What?
No idea what that could be.
Ah!
All right.
might have to just restart after this though, because I think it thinks that Dax is in here.
No, Dax isn't the one on the bottom going. We don't see his color for the timer.
Yeah. Maybe you have a certain amount of.
Just type in anything you can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, it still thinks Dax is in the game. So.
Yeah.
And he can't enter back in. That's the only downside. So.
All right, here are your choices. Now pick the title you think really inspired this drawing.
Hey!
Pick something.
So, if you can't tell, the point of the game is to pick what you think is the right, but also to trick somebody into picking yours.
Here's everybody's picks.
Cha-ching. Ta-da! Cha-ching.
Think she's sporting any undies under that toga?
Wait, so did I do well? I don't get it.
I don't get it. I'm the one who drew it. It's her
So
feet. You see her feet and her robe and the little boat that goes to the
okay,
Statue of Liberty.
so
And our next
Okay,
weird
so do you
doodle.
want to restart
Type in
since we
your
don't have
titles
Dax
now.
here? It'll make it go a little quicker.
I don't know how to do that.
But you want me to
You have
restart
to-
this game here?
Sure, I guess so.
Okay, I'm gonna stop real quick for a second. We'll
All right, I kind of got that.
yeah, I'm also gonna do the audio through my speakers, just so we don't have to listen to this.
Because it's loud.
Yeah,
It's a little loud.
Oh, it says
I
disconnected.
apologize
Thanks
for that.
playing.
So you guys are gonna go back to that same website. I'm gonna give you guys a new code.
Okay.
And do we want to invite any of our watchers into the game?
It's up to you. I think is JT.
I don't know, but here I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get in there first.
How many can play technically? 8, you said?
Up to 8. So, like I said, I'm gonna let you guys get all in there real quick.
Oh, I have to draw a picture of myself again. Maybe I can do a little bit better than last time.
Is that an I? The first one.
Yeah, it's an I. Okay, and to the chat. If anybody would like to join us, any of our watchers, there you go. I'm going to give everybody a quick minute here.
Isn't this a video game too, or am I wrong?
It is. I'm streaming this from my Xbox here, so
All this technology. While we're
All right.
waiting, you got the link to my merch store, right? That I just launched.
no. If you want to share that in the private chat, I would be happy to share that with everybody.
I'll actually just put it on your Discord, and I'll just.
Okay. Yeah.
You can also check me out in my latest park hopping video where I talk about a random popcorn bucket.
Oh, little Spidey's gonna be joining us.
Uh-oh.
I will have to be more polite about what I draw.
Or my latest,
I'll just send the therapy bill to you, Tom. Don't worry.
Therapy. I didn't get therapy growing up. I had to deal through watching Animal House and seeing things when I was 5.
All right,
Didn't harm me much.
We didn't also have air conditioner. We had to sit through the heat.
We had the 4C air conditioning. You know, just put all the doors windows down and drove really fast.
Going slow, Discord. Give me a sec here. We'll
Okay,
start this off.
Because everyone, yes, I just launched a little merch store, and so if you get yourself a little merch, I will be taking a percentage of all of the revenue and donating it to the Stuttering Foundation.
Cool. I'll take a look.
Awesome. Okay, there it goes. Discord
Little
is lagging
Spidey.
on me, so little Spidey is joined in. Give me a sec here, so I can snag this link from JB. It looks like it's just going to start with our notice. I'll get it on there in a minute.
All right.
2 opportunities to draw something really stupid.
Let's do this. I can do that. Oh God, you gotta give me that? Oh, I apologize. Oh God.
Okay, I'm going to do the best I can with that one.
Little Spidey, I love your little picture there. That's awesome.
Yeah, you did pretty good there. All right, I'm going to put this in the chat. Yes, if you're able to, while you're waiting for everything to load up here, I think we're still waiting on Tom there to draw. But
this was really
please check
hard
out
to do with the kid in the
Faces,
chat. Sorry.
all
right.
Team Public Store if you can. And before we end out, I will share what the store looks like. It's a nice looking logo you got there. What is that?
I know what it is. I don't have an answer to look yet.
Points for every player that picks your answer.
I guess. I hope I'm.
It's a cantaloupe with an antenna in it. That's what it is.
That's exactly it.
Tom Waits.
Depression. Wow.
Oh. Who eats spaghetti with chopsticks?
Apparently, you've never been over to my house on a Sunday afternoon.
It was rice.
Oh, I got it right. Okay.
I'll use chopsticks to eat anything out of a bowl. I can hear little Spidey laughing downstairs.
I like it.
I'm gonna be worried. Oh God, it's okay.
Put in your titles now.
So, piece of art.
I like how it says you drew this. There's no taking it back. Oh.
have.
little Spidey, I'm a little wow. Well, you are your father's son, so
it's not. It's don't think anything else of it.
I'm just
He probably got help from his mother, by the way.
It was the most benign way to do that, I think.
probably yes.
Okay.
I thought it would be easier to draw things on a tablet. It's not.
That's just wrong.
There's a dirtier way to say that.
I moved down a lot for that. Oh, did I get down to 0? Oh no, I'm not 0. Okay.
R2's cheating.
I'm missing the what is going on here? All right.
Tom, your drawing is terrifying. Like, you look like Gigi Allen.
I'm sorry.
And little salacious there is just salacious.
Yeah. Like, or who's the guy who founded the Church of Satan? Anton Levine.
Anton LaVey.
LaVey, yeah.
Okay. So you're telling me I just look satanic. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna I will not draw. Okay.
That was Cat, wasn't it?
The cat muted? I can't hear her.
No, I don't think so.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
I must have hit the mute button by mistake.
Okay.
That looks painful. That's the good one. That's good.
Car sexual comments. Hey, A for effort there, buddy.
Please draw.
I
Draw
didn't-
what?
Oh God! Why do I get ones that shouldn't be on? Why? All right.
Wait, what am I supposed to draw?
It says it on your screen.
Oh, okay. Um.
All right.
And remember, you can't erase anything. So you just...
I know.
I wish I could have.
What?
Wait, did they just? Okay.
I still think
it's not any easier drawing this from an iPad. I thought it'd be better than doing it from the phone.
The no erasing is really.
Yeah.
Well, it would be nice if you can make the pen line thinner.
Yeah.
What is Wiener Dog Golfer?
I don't know.
It could have been Dotson. That's technically the real name for wiener dog, right?
Dachshund, yes.
Yeah, but what dog golfs?
I don't know.
I think you're taking the
Moving
game
back
too
up.
seriously.
If it was a cat, you'd be okay with it.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, I answered the correct one.
Are you supposed to enter the correct one or fake ones?
Apparently, you can't answer the correct one.
You can't enter in the correct answer though, but I did.
Okay.
So you have
Yeah,
to,
same.
You have to do a fake one. Then it tells you.
All right. How come other people get like normal things and I'm getting weird?
Here's everybody's picks. Wow, everybody got that one.
Ooh.
I'm moving on up.
I believe that puts me now in the lead.
By a lot.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, wow.
Who was calling me a cheater?
Oh, damn, I should have. I just thought of something. Is that a burping noise that keeps coming up?
That's from the game.
It sounds like from Minions.
Right?
All right. Who picked what?
No one got the actual thing.
That's supposed to be a
It wasn't
percentage
until
sign.
after the fact I saw it. I was like, it's probably that 1%.
Right.
I moved up. I'm getting there.
Okay, Dax
Yeah,
is probably not going to be able to come back, unfortunately. Sorry to hear, Dax, but appreciate the update.
Okay, here are your choices. What did everybody pick?
Thanks for picking me. Jerk. Asshole.
I've never seen your legs before. That's all I have to say.
Okay. That's true, you haven't.
I mean, for all you know, I'm not wearing pants. You can't tell.
I might laugh if everybody has the exact same guess.
All right, who picked what?
Thanks, little Spidey.
And if you don't know what a prison shiv is, then you probably don't know how to defend yourself in prison.
Little Spidey has an uncle he can ask about that.
Wow, that sounds.
Well, did you guys have fun?
Yes.
I did have fun.
Yeah.
You guys up for playing another game, or you guys? We're coming up to 2 hours. So if
I
you
would
guys
like
want-
to thank the Academy for this award. You like me. You really
Yeah,
like
we
me.
started again.
Oh, we've already started.
No, I mean, we can play if you guys want to keep doing it, or we can call it quits. It's
I'm actually
all-
hungry. I'm actually hungry,
Okay.
so.
Yeah. No. That's all good. Hang on, give me 1 sec. Let me get this.
Good, because I did
turned
not
on.
really want to draw a Beyonce video.
And I did not want to draw bacon in bed. I don't
Toothbrush
know why.
prank. I don't know how I could have drawn a toothbrush prank.
I mean, giving me grower, not shower. That I felt like I was just getting the ones that were inappropriate for.
But I do want to share this before we do call it quits for our buddy here.
Oh no.
Joker voice. But yes, here is his store. I've got
Okay.
the link
Something good.
in the chat. There you can find it. That looks cool. Plus there's a sale going on too right now.
And
TeePublic does that almost every other month, which is really, really nice about them.
And the logo is done by our own JT.
Oh,
cool.
really?
I didn't know you did
Very,
your.
very cool. Yeah.
Well, it's actually a mixture Alex from Salty Nerd did the Joker face with the triangle, and then JT added the hashtag keep talking.
Oh, okay, very good. Oh, you got a whole bunch of stuff too. Cool.
Yep.
You got a hoodie
Cool.
sticker, kid shirt, mug, and mask.
And there's like notebooks, phone cases, pillows.
T-Public does a good job of doing a lot of.
I wish they had hats.
Yeah.
They do hats. Oh wow.
No.
Yes.
My understanding is they're expensive. I remember Jay.
They are. Speaking of hats, my good buddies over at Salty Nerd sent this out to me, and I think those hats that they had made are about $40. So yeah, there's not a cheap one. Actually, hang on one sec. There is a pretty good alternative, and I'll show it to you guys. Give me one sec here.
I gotta start doing merch. Gave me a good idea, Joker voice. Made me realize I should start doing merch.
Yeah, and then and this is also like I said, this is also going toward
a good cause.
Yeah, for the Stuttering Foundation. In case you haven't noticed, I do have a bit of a speech impediment. So thus the hashtag keep talking is just my way to encourage others with a speech impediment to take a risk, because I also do the voiceover as well. Every job I've ever had, I have to talk. So instead of shying away from it, keep talking. And now with the cultural shifting in pop culture, it's even bigger time for all of us, even if you have a speech impediment or not, to definitely keep talking.
Yeah.
Well, hey, JV, it's what we love about you. It wouldn't be you if you didn't have that part of you. So I'm glad that you don't ever let it hinder you. So, but yeah, support to JV, and I mean, even
thanks, little Spidey.
Oh,
sticker.
Wait. Big story. Sorry, just happened right now.
What?
PayPal will not give Ripa his money.
Wait,
what?
What?
He just PayPal has stolen the money from the Rippaverse. Like,
shut up!
You're kidding.
24 minutes ago, Ripper just put a video out about it.
Are you kidding? How can they do that? They can't do that.
Well, they've done it to other people.
Yeah, but what did Ripper do that's wrong? He made a comic.
He exists. He exists.
You want me to copy?
Yes.
You want me to bring the video up? And bring it to the private chat?
What the?
Yeah, I still have that going on right there.
For what? He made a comic. What's so wrong? What's so violating about it? I mean, they got.
I don't know.
I got it. It's because
you
he has.
You want me to put it in the private chat, or you have it?
Yeah. No. I will. Give me one sec though. Not to change gears, because I'm curious to watch this. All I have to say is, little Spidey, probably don't watch this, because I'm sure.
Yeah, there's gonna be some anger.
Eric is
there's
gonna
be some language.
Yeah. But hey, JV, if you want to do hats, my wife had this made. Actually, she got me a after the weekend hat, but it's just a patch, and the company's called Pole Patch. So it's like $20 to get the hat, and then I think the patches are only about $5, maybe a few bucks more. And so it's kind of it's not a bad hat. It's just a trucker hat.
Right. I mean,
but if you wanted to at least even have your own hat, it's a pretty decent patch that they make. So Pole Patch is not a bad alternative. Plus, that way, if you wanted to have your other favorite people represented, you could have them on your hat.
That is a good idea.
Actually, send me the link in the on the
Discord. I'll track it down for you. All right. Bear with me here. Share screen.
I think it's similar to what Jay did for his bag too. That he has like the different Velcro patches.
Yeah. I got one of those bags too from him. Those are nice. Really, really nice. So, okay, I'm gonna play this. Hang on one more sec. Let me switch something over so it doesn't get all crazy.
I'm not hearing
no sound.
Yeah, I think you gotta change something. I don't know. It may have been the audio coming from the Xbox. I think R2's listening to this and doesn't realize that we can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Hang on. Sorry, I thought I clicked it to share the audio, so I apologize.
No problem.
No
problem.
Sorry. Like I said, this just popped up on my.
Yeah.
messages.
No. Here, let's try this again. It should share my systems.
Oh, it's working for it.
Transparency.
Can you guys hear that?
Had to be a
Yeah,
big
we're good.
thing with our company. So I want to let everybody in on some news. Simply put, if you paid with PayPal, I don't have access to your money. And that's probably important because you're thinking, hey, I'm using you as a means to get money to the people that, you're paying to get product from. Well, I don't have access to it. I want to say this because there's always going to be those that say, hey, why did you use PayPal in the first place? Well, there was the most requested thing, even though I was skeptical on using it in the first place.
Yeah.
Particularly for international people, folks that are around the world, they like to use PayPal for various reasons, and it makes it a lot easier for them. And some is just with the familiarity. So this and what I'm about to talk about does not apply to those of you that just used other means like your credit card directly on the site.
That's what I did.
No problem. We have access. One of my close friends asked, and you saw me respond to this on Twitter. He said, hey, what we looking like in terms of like the percentage? I would say about 30% of you guys, we have a lot of international people, about 30% of the funds in general that we got for the pre-order campaign so far have been for PayPal, or they use PayPal to get it. So I'm going to set the scene simple and plain.
So he's losing out on about
the reason I don't have access
right now.
to it is because we came out the gate swinging. They flagged the account because they look at it like, hey, there's this new company. And even though this company has already had previous, like with PayPal, because of the other stuff we were doing, they saw the influx of a lot of money. They put it on hold. They want you to, of course, verify all of this various stuff.
Okay.
And we, of course, doing a pre-order, they have I'm not even going to call it stipulation because it's not actually that. They say, well, you need to provide basically, hey, this is real. This is a real thing and all of that. So what they did was they had a few different things that they needed me to provide for them. I did every last one of them. I provided them everything that they would have needed, the proof, all that stuff. I believe sent them my actual copy of the book, like a digital one. So they responded saying through an email from their wecare@paypal.com, I believe it is. And they didn't give me anything to do. They just said, hey, we see that it's maybe a pre-order. And this is our policy. Go look at it. I'm like, okay, there's nothing for me to do. So I've been on the phone with them for the last about week and some change. I kept getting escalated to a supervisor who would say, hey, we're going to get it resolved in 24 to 48 hours because the people that actually resolve the dispute, you can't get on the phone with. So they have to put in some sort of recommendation or something and all this information. And then they'll decide, but, I had not been getting contacted back. And so the last gentleman that I spoke with right before I did this video pissed me off, by the way, because he was gaslighting me, basically saying, hey, this is not generally what we do, even though they have a policy specifically around pre-orders. And we know that's a lie. Many of you guys buy video games and all sorts of things that you don't get for 2 months. And those big mega corporations get access to that money, even though you use PayPal. So that's a lie. He knew it was a lie. It's just that he just didn't know how to fix the problem. And that's what he kind of ran with. So as you can see right here, I'm in my PayPal. That is a lot of money. This is, of course, how much that we have on hold. We have this available. This is on hold, meaning that I can get access to this right now. I can get it out there. No problem. This right here, I can't touch it. Of course, they went back to this right here.
What was that?
And they, even though I had already sent this,
it was 1.2 million on hold, 24,000 available.
1.2165050.
Wow. That's some serious cheddar.
All right, so that changed different from his thumbnail because he has his Twitter post has a different amount, so it must have changed while he
Yeah.
Well,
was talking.
Wow.
See this right now. I can get it out there, no problem. This right here, I can't touch it. Of course, they went back to this right here. And they, even though I had already sent this, of course, you can see that they're saying for proof of fulfillment. That's not what they need. Even though I've already given them that information, that's not what it is that they need. This basically boils down to is they don't want to give me access to the money, and they don't want to do what they need to do to just say, hey, you're not swindling your customers. Your customers know this is a pre-order campaign. They know when the items are going to ship. It is on the website before they actually purchase. It's built into our policy as well. We send email updates. I'm a public figure. There's no swindling going on here. So you can look at it as a means of robbery. And really, I'm doing this video because I want to see how much power we got.
I'm going to make a video.
If you paid via PayPal, understand that you got stolen from as it stands right now. I do not have access to your money. PayPal does. They are just sitting on it, and I don't know if what they're doing and paying for it and paying for whatever they want to pay with on their side, because it basically acts as a bank. I don't have access to that money. So I would recommend that you gripe to PayPal. What you don't do is send in a dispute. We have basic dispute stuff that we're kind of, we had those issues that we are dealing with the website initially. All those, for the most part, have been either resolved or are being resolved, with those server issues and all that. But don't put in a actual dispute, because then they put that on us.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
they'll be, hey, you don't do that. Just go to PayPal, wherever you're on your whatever devices, tell them, hey, I am not okay with the fact that you got my money that was supposed to go to someone else, and you're supposed to be my way of paying for that. However, that money I want in the hands of the person that you're buying the product from. Again, they allow mega corporations to do it. Now, if we had existed for a while, we wouldn't have this problem, but this is what happens when you go out the gate. Now, imagine if, and how discouraging this could be for those of you. Let's say that you wanted to do your own thing, and it doesn't matter what industry you're in. You get the money, you purchase your product. Doesn't matter if you're a chef, you're purchasing food, you're purchasing whatever. It doesn't matter. Just imagine if I was I hadn't invested all that money into the product, and I needed, and I depended on that money to actually, let's say, get this to you. I'd be basically stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I wouldn't have had the money to actually pay for it. So let's say someone actually wanted to do a legitimate crowdfund, independent of like Kickstarter or
right.
And stuff. Well, PayPal would then, if you use PayPal as a processor, they would then hold that money, and you could not get that much access to it, so you could purchase the product and have it go to your customers. Royally screwing over both of you. They're not helping anybody out other than themselves. They're not helping our customers. Our customers know what the situation is. This is a pre-order campaign, and they're not helping me. The only thing, some people are like, well, how much does it set you back? The only thing that it really sets back is that, yeah, there was some other stuff that I had in the works that cost money, because all this money for the most part is being reinvested. This ain't me going around splurging on Lamborghinis and stuff. So most of the money is being using that money to reinvest in other stuff that we want to do in other ventures.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for the continued support. You guys have been, incredible. You've made my dream certainly come true, but some of those stuff I might not be able to do quite yet. Not anything pertaining to the campaign. I'll be able to have enough to get all that product, not anything pertaining to the campaign. Okay. But unfortunately, guys, I don't have access to that. So it may push some of that stuff back, because if they're not going to give me access to it until it ships, so you're talking about going late August, going into September. Well, that's a while from now. So I can't get the ball movement on other stuff. So I just wanted to do this video to let you all know what that situation was. I think you deserve to know where your money is at. And I know you purchased it with something in mind and what the expectation is. But the person that you bought the product from, you pre-ordered the product from, does not have access to your money if you pay with PayPal. All you guys to use other processors, even like with Apple Pay, I have all that. Like everything's fine with that. We had those deposits going in. They hit every day. We're fine with that. But if you pay with, take it up with PayPal. Do not send it. I cannot say that enough, because you send it in dispute, they're going to look to us and probably try to put the blame on us. Don't go to your transaction logged into your PayPal and dispute that. Don't do that. Go to PayPal themselves and tell them and gripe with them. Do it on social media, do it on all that stuff, that you have an issue with the fact that basically someone brought up a good point in the tweet. They said, hey, this is basically theft. Yeah, they stole your money. I don't have it. I don't have it. You didn't get it. They came in as the middleman. They thought that the whole idea is that, okay, well, you use them as a processor, and then they move that money to the person that purchasing the item, because obviously that's who you want to get it. I don't have it. You see that it's on hold. I do not have access to your money, and I've been transparent as I possibly can about that and why that is the case. They got your money. So you take that up with them. I'll do what I can. I'll try to get on the phone with someone else again for the 15th time to try to get this issue resolved. But it's looking very grim. I don't have your money. PayPal basically took off with the loot. And I just want those that pay with PayPal so you know and understand where your money's at. So again, either way, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep rocking. Thank you guys so much for the support. Even though this is frustrating, I am not going to allow that to kill our momentum. I will still get the products to you guys. Basically, for a lot of you, definitely on the front half of that, those pre-orders, y'all are going to get the product before I ever got your money for it. So there's that. Because then I'm going to have to get back on the phone with them, and they're going to have to lift the hold and all that after I provided them. There's nothing I need to provide with. They don't need proof of fulfillment. We know how they operate. They allow pre-order. It's in their policy. They have a policy upon which that is the case, and we know, because I even talked to this idiot that I was on the phone with. I like, you can pre-order. I go to Sony right now and pre-order a game with my PayPal. We know that Sony Interactive has a PayPal account. Do they or do they not get the access to the money immediately? And he was trying to shift the post like, well, they don't necessarily need the money. I'm like, that ain't what I asked you, bro. Do they have access to it? And we know the answer is yes. So the mega corporations is fine for them, but a guy comes out the gate with a small business, well, sorry, little guy. We're not giving you access to the funds, even though the customers certainly want it in your hand. So take that up with PayPal, guys. Everybody else, you're good to go. We got those deposits. We're going to be fine. We're going to get you those products regardless. Thank you guys so much for the support. So peace.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
So
it is. It is bad.
I was just curious about something. So part of the payments went through
from the other people who did do with PayPal.
Yeah, so like part of the PayPal payments did go through.
Right. Part of the PayPal did.
So that my question is it region specific? More so?
Well, or is it possible
like
that's not
did the
from
US
that?
did the US PayPal ones go through?
Or is it that PayPal is like, wait, who is this guy? Oh, it's this guy. Yeah. These are already went through, so we can't stop that. Let's just cut it off here.
If it were anybody else, if anybody was agreeing with their narrative, they would not have done this. It's because this is so discouraging. This is so disgusting. This is just.
It is, but I guess now there are options outside of PayPal for things like there's Venmo,
right,
and stuff like
Parallel
that.
Economy. Tim Poole has been talking about Parallel Economy, which is done by Dan Bongino. I love Dan Bongino.
Yeah,
But with that, I mean, even Tim Pool says that there are some bugs still in it because it's brand new. So it's not.
Part of the problem is like getting rid of the old guard in those things.
Right.
And PayPal's been around for like 10 years at least, right? Or longer.
Yeah. So so there's still old guards. So they're still. They're relatively new in this game. But
thinking about it from a YouTube side of thing, if you're doing Stream Elements to try and get donations, you have to use PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way to get
my merch store. I had to set up
a PayPal
account.
Yeah, like you can't, and that's mainly because they don't want to have to deal with banks probably, and they're taking the liability off of themselves. I mean, that makes me curious why my last tips on my streams are all pending still. So maybe that's why. They're pissed at me. I don't know.
JT posted real quick the link to his tweet about this. So if anybody's on Twitter, you can go check that out. But
I would say support brought a tweet saying, "Hey PayPal, what you're doing?" And honestly, obviously, there's still people who are going to use it. They might have to. It's just something that's a necessity for secure purchasing in some places.
Yeah, I sent a tweet out. I mean, probably does nothing. PayPal could care less, but
yeah,
right.
You know, it's something to support Mr. July, and it's true. I mean, that's awful that they would do that. I mean, it just they shouldn't have a care, you know, especially too. I mean, this is, if anything, this is something that helps them.
Right.
They should be supporting him and not.
And obviously, since the account existed, like he said, he had transactions on it and stuff like that. It's not like, oh, they created the brand new account today, the day they launched the thing or whatever, and like,
and really, PayPal has no skin in this game. They take money from one party and give it to the other. This is just the payment method. They have no skin in this game. They have no stake in this.
Yeah, well, they just don't want to promote this.
It's trash. Well, it's a little bummer we're ending on a sour note there.
I'm sorry.
No. It's the reality of the world.
That we need, dude.
Yeah, and people need to know it. And it's one of those things. I mean, whether you bought a comic or not, from Eric July, I mean, it's one of those things. We all still support him on it. It's amazing what he did.
Yeah.
This is.
I mean, if anything else, this is going to boost his sales.
Yeah, because he's going to be on Fox again.
Well, not only boost his sales, but I mean, you know, the fact of how fast this has grown. I mean, he was wanting like just $75K, I think, or maybe $100,000 is what he was hoping for.
100K.
This also too. I mean, you know, the funny, right? All the big comic books are bitter at this, as opposed to going, gee, it kind of sounds like maybe this is what people want. They just want comic books to be comic books, and not be agenda driven or a checklist. I mean, my son has started to show an interest in comic books, but like anything modern, there's nothing that I want to get for him. If anything, I'd much rather just get him a trade paperback of classic Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Avengers, X-Men, or Batman, Superman, Justice League. I mean, those are the things that I grew up reading. I want him to read those. And
honestly, My Hero Academia does better X-Men than X-Men does right now.
And is it any surprise that the American comic book industry, with all this stuff, is getting its ass kicked by manga? Is it any surprise? They
make entertainment.
Yeah, all they care about is a message. I mean, when I started writing my stupid corpus stories, all I wanted to do was to tell fun stories. I didn't have an agenda. In fact, I mentioned
thought you were the corpus marketing director, so don't you?
I have the corpus agenda. No, one of the things I did was at one point I didn't even say what race the characters are, because not all the corpus are white. And finally, someone had said, that they wanted to know what they look like, and I think someone actually wanted to draw them. I'm like, yeah, and it was like, you probably would be surprised by half of the characters' races. I just didn't highlight it because it wasn't an issue to me. It was just I wanted to create good characters. It's depressing though. On the other hand, it's like if you don't meet the right message, if you don't follow the right narrative, people don't want anything to do with you. I mean, Bungie, Destiny Nostalgia are Destiny Nostalgia is a Twitter account. They're constantly talking about Destiny, original Destiny. I'm one of the last people left on YouTube making original Destiny content. I've been tweeting at my videos every week for several months. Heard nothing from them. Why? Why haven't you said anything? I'm one of the biggest Destiny people left. Original Destiny. I don't know. This is really depressing.
This is obviously to throw a sour note onto him. Try to
absolutely
discredit, try to make it seem like he's not whatever. Also to make the number seem smaller. Oh well, the 3 million went down to 2. He's this is all an optics move, probably. I mean,
which all the more reason, folks.
They're gonna throw
all the more reason keep talking.
Yeah, this is
Nobody listens to me. I made a video about the stupid TwitchCon 2022.
Yeah.
The fact that they had a drag showcase. It hasn't even gotten 300 views. I'm the only one who
Okay.
said anything about it what they did last Saturday with the TwitchCon. They have Amsterdam TwitchCon and they had drag showcase. I'm the only one who said anything, and my video barely made 300 views.
What is Amsterdam?
But Kat, but Kat, if it's you talking about something, if it's Art 2 talking about something, if it's Rogue talking about something, if it's me talking about something, and then it trickles upward, and then you got Midnight's Edge, Razor Fist, Doomcock, Drinker. Eventually, the voices, because there's so many of us, we can't be ignored.
It's also the fact that we're each a little micro burst of the people that actually listen to us right now. I mean, Kat's obviously the biggest channel on here right now, about 6,000-ish or so, right?
Yeah, I'm getting close to 7,000. I said that once I reach 10,000, I'm going to do a whole Destiny live stream and show off all my Destiny merch because people are like,
you need to make yourself a custom URL. So it can be YouTube.
Yeah, you do.
/C/TheHijabiGamer.
You just have the numbers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
It does its own thing. I'm sorry. I don't know how to work.
How do I do that? I'm in it right now.
It's in
Manage
branding.
your account. Yeah, it's in branding.
You would have been able to do a custom URL when you had 100 subscribers.
Right.
Where is branding?
In customization.
Right.
While Kat's looking at that, I've got
Customized channel.
I do have them in the chat, but I just want to make mention. Please check out Joker Voice's YouTube channel. He's got a lot of great content. Always love his videos, as well as don't forget his store. Especially too, the sale goes on until I think tomorrow afternoon. So one, you can get a good deal on some really cool looking merch, but also too, as Joker said, he's going to be using some of that money towards a good cause, and we love that type of stuff around here. Don't forget to check out Kat's channel.
At UCKDD.
Yes, and hopefully she can,
at some point she'll be having
get herself a custom URL, make it shorter.
I think I figured it out. Do I have just?
You can put in whatever I think you want in there. So you can call it the Hijabi Gamer. You could be like, Cat Chi, whatever you want to throw in there.
Long live the corpus.
Yeah, long live the corpus. Along with Rogue Disney's channel. Don't forget to go check him out, and as well as my channel, JT and Maria's over at After the Weekend.
I'll be with these guys.
Yeah. We'll get to that one sec. And lastly, even though he's not here, Legion Games also has a main channel. He's actually got a couple channels, but one, definitely like and share, subscribe this channel, but also go check out his main channel too. He does a lot of work on there. He's very big into Eurovision, which never would have guessed, but he's got a lot of success with that. And if you like anything like American Idol, that's what Eurovision's like.
I think
You
I
should
got
go check it out. While Kat's working on that, Mr. Joker Voice, do you have anything upcoming on your channel or anything else that you would like to share?
I will be dropping a new video tomorrow the morning, celebrating the Rippaverse. So that'll be that, and you usually then something. Hey, there you go, Kat. It looks good. I like it.
She has a custom one now.
Oh,
yep.
Unfortunately, I didn't go with Corpus's life. I wanted to. I was really tempted to.
Well,
I think it'll probably work better. For
I will
Brandon.
share it.
And then let's see. Then what else? And then just waiting for the upcoming hate watch of She-Hulk, which is going to be just 6 weeks of just delicious watching folks all the time, which is going to be great.
Joker Voice, are you going to the meetup in August for
that
and stuff?
Is the plan? Yes. The once I find out to where it is, because if it's the place I think it is, I'm like, oh, they don't like me very much there.
I
they
don't
did
know what it is.
they did a fake. Someone did a fake Me Too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know JT's gonna go. I wish I could go. I would love to meet.
Because
all of
let's
you
see.
and
It'll be
the
Gary.
Salty
Will
crew.
be Gary. Jeremy. Culture will be there. I don't know if Az will be there. I don't know.
I don't think
Well-
he can get into the country.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I was gonna say, as cool as it would be to meet those guys, if anything, I would be going to meet my good friends, Salty Nerd, who are also very good friends of
Salty. Yep.
Of JV's here. That would be my main reason to go. If things were a little bit different, I would have been actually at ScarifCon right now, which is tomorrow.
What is ScarifCon?
So I am part of the Red 5 network. They love Joker voice, by the way. Probably like that casino hotel that he was talking about.
Love's a strong word, but
yeah. But Red 5 Network is a network of podcasts and YouTube channels. And the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast is the main one, but they do I think like the past 3 or 4 years, they do an annual meetup.
Get together.
Called ScarifCon. So I was going to drive up to Chicago for that, but all sorts of things happened. One, just we had it budgeted, and then gas prices went up real high. They've come down a little bit. But then also the family got the coof. Everybody but me got it.
I know what that's like.
That would have put a cancel on it anyways.
So basically you're just staying in that room there the whole time.
I pretty much have been living upstairs. Behind me, there's a bathroom, and then there's a guest bed.
Then you're fine then. Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Oh no.
Finally, everybody is negative, which is nice.
My entire family got the jab. My entire family caught it, and the thing is, I have my own area, but I was literally in the same room with them. So they're like, "Oh no, you didn't. You couldn't have caught it from us." I'm like, there's no way, and yet somehow I didn't.
All I gotta say is, whether you got stuck or not, you're gonna get it. We're all gonna get it at least once, and it just is the way of life. I mean, you just can't be afraid of it.
You caught a cold. You caught a nasty flu.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think my cat caught it.
Well,
it can jump species.
Yeah, and she I thought she had hairballs, but then she dropped in the number of coughing she was doing. I definitely think my cat caught it.
Mrs. R2 does have an autoimmune disease, so it's always a little scary when she gets sick. Luckily,
gotcha.
She actually takes some medicine that's already used to treat that, which I think is probably why it wasn't so bad for her.
Gotcha.
And little Spidey being just a little kid, it was like, but I've got he loves spending time with his grandpa, but his grandpa's definitely in the age where it can be potentially worse. So we don't want to risk anything.
Now, did Groot just move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it on his own. I don't know how. Hey, Groot. He doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, that's so cute! Oh my god!
So if the coof jumps species, are you worried about your Kawaki and the monkey lizard there?
I've been in theme parks for the past 1.5, 2 years, and I'm fine. So Zort's fine too. We're battle tested.
Also, when it jumps species, it's not as bad. I've heard that when cats and dogs catch it, they don't get it as severe. But
we got 2 dogs in the house too. I mean, it was one of those where they were fine. First time Tom showed Groot to me, I thought it was a filter because it just moves so fluid and everything. I was like, that's real? That's crazy.
Yeah, I got this before it was supposed to come out. So
I wasn't going to share that. I didn't want to get you in any trouble.
No,
with the
it's
Disney
okay.
folks.
It's okay now. Everything's out now, but I got this.
Wow, you got access.
I got people that know how to get stuff off the back of the truck.
Look, I just want to say,
Oh,
you guys,
okay.
Look, I just want to say this. I've been pushing this live stream. Every single time I start to say something nice about this live stream during my live streams, Tom suddenly shows up. I am not kidding. I will be in the middle, be like, okay, you guys got to check out this live stream. I'm with Rogue Disney. I'm with R2. It's awesome. And all of a sudden, he starts typing in my live stream. I'm like, dude, I didn't know you were there. How did you do it? How
I did not. I don't know. I just pop in to say hi when I have a minute to say hi.
And Kat, I can't tell you how much we appreciate that you've been sharing that with everybody, and just we're glad that you enjoy coming to hang out with us.
But
you keep coming back.
What do you think I do? I have like it hacked into your computer or something?
Every single time, I'll be talking like praising and all of a sudden, hey, Kat, how?
I don't know.
Hey, Kat, speaking of you, do you have anything new and exciting coming out with your channel?
Stray the game tomorrow live stream. I'm gonna play the whole game. It is
All right.
adorable. It is wonderful. It is cute. It is so adorable, and I'm probably going to be an annoying, girly, squealy mess tomorrow.
What time are you going to be streaming at?
As early as possible, probably like 9:30, 10:30, because I can't wait to finish the game. So I'm gonna restart the whole game and play it on PS5. And it is cute, and you have to play it, and it is adorable, and you have to play it. And oh my God, the cat is
Is there
so cute. No,
multiplayer?
it's just a single player.
So no kitty combat. No.
No, but my only complaint is the fact that when cats run around, their tails are up when they're curious, and this cat's tail is down. But I can understand since it's third person, you don't want your face.
You don't want to see cat butt the entire time.
Well, I know. I was gonna say let's try and wrap this up because I know JV is hungry. But Tom, what do you have coming up for your channel?
Well, for my channel specifically, I have a couple of videos coming up this week around swashbuckling type things.
Swashbuckling, nice.
Yeah. There will be some interesting videos for this week because R2 and I have a crossover stream on Saturday talking about Pirates of the Caribbean's attractions because he's doing something on Monday.
So on Monday, we're going to be reviewing Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. And after the weekend, Tom is going to be one of the guests along with another theme park channel called Theme Park Casual. So we're excited to have him on. It's going to be first time. And then on the following Saturday, so the 30th, July 30th, we're going to be having a crossover stream on Tom's channel. We're going to review the Walt Disney World and Disneyland attractions of Pirates of the Caribbean along with Theme Park Casual. So
and along with the general area and sort of
Now you do know that I used to work at Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that little thing of like, why didn't we invite you to? I'm sorry.
I mean,
you're welcome to come on Saturday.
I mean, for 6 years, 1 month, 10 days, nothing I counted.
I had a fun time being college.
Well, I was going to say, what are you doing on Monday night at 7 p.m. Central, so 5 p.m. your time, sir?
Yeah.
I guess if I get a link, I'm going to be on it.
Okay.
That is so cool.
So we all have another guest.
Yeah. I'll let everybody know. Maybe we will get you on since you worked at the park, which is very exciting. And again, it was phenomenal to have you on.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you'd like to come back, we'd love to invite you back on to.
Yes.
Especially for a She-Hulk, that should be a good chunk of pain to watch.
Yeah. It was it was a pleasure to have you on. This was a lot of fun. I know it was a smaller panel than usual, but
that's fine.
Had a great time with you guys. But yeah, I know Joker is hungry. I don't want to keep him from eating, so we are gonna end it here and say goodbye to everybody. And you guys have a good evening and a good weekend.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.
Get back in there right now and play Yaya Ding Dong! No, we are done for tonight. You have to play it! Yaya Ding Dong! My love for you is growing wide and long.
yeah, 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 yeah.